Hello everyone, it's Mafalda and welcome to my February TBR. So, this month is gonna be fun. It's a short month, so I try not to pick a ton of books, so I only have 5 books to talk about today, but I have already some fun plans for February and I'm excited. So I'm participating in a read-along, which is the Bronte long, and I'm also participating in the Blackathon readathon, which I'm super excited about. Last year I also participated in Blackathon and I just read some amazing books, so hopefully this year I will continue that trend. So without further ado, let me share the books that I will be reading next month in February. So the first book that I will be reading in February is for the Bronte long, which is hosted by Mary Among Stories, Milena Reads, and Sarah's Perusals, and this is, like the title says, it's a read-along all throughout the year where every month we read a different Bronte book from the Bronte sisters, obviously, and I'm really excited to participate because I have never read any Bronte book, like any of them. I already have some of their books to read, and so I will be participating in those months. In February is the first with Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I'm really excited to read this book, but also intimidated because this is a 500-page classic and I'm really not used to such a big classic, but I will try my best, and I think reading it with a bunch of people will give me more motivation to read this book all throughout the month. And yeah, I think it's going to be so much fun then discussing our thoughts and also watching the movie adaptations, which I've never seen. And honestly, I don't really know a lot about this novel before going into it. This will be the first book that I pick up in the month because obviously it's big and I'm gonna take a long time with it, and I don't know anything about it, so I'm excited to be confused and maybe surprised. I don't know, we'll see. I just know that this book follows a character named Jane Eyre, obviously, and that is all, but I'm excited to read this and to read my first Bronte book. Yeah, that will be the first book that I pick up in February. And then this month I will also be participating in the Blackathon, like I was telling you at the beginning of the video. This readathon is hosted by Jessie from Bow Ties and Books. I participated last year and I'm so excited to participate again. This is a readathon to celebrate Black stories by Black authors because of Black History Month in February. And yeah, I'm super excited about the books that I'll be reading. So first of all, I will be participating in the theme literature, contemporary, nonfiction, because those are the genres that speak to me the most and it just felt right. I think last year I also was in that team. I don't know, I think so. And so I will be reading the group book, which is Black Girls Must Die Exhausted by Jane Allen. I had never heard of this book, I think, before the readathon announcement, which I will leave down below, by the way, if you want to participate. And yes, I had never heard of this book, but it sounds amazing. The cover is absolutely gorgeous and I'm super excited to get to it. And I think this book follows a character named Tabitha Walker, and she's 33, she's a young Black woman, and she seemingly has it all. She has the perfect life, the perfect job, the perfect partner. Everything is going according to her plan. But then Tabitha receives an unexpected diagnosis, and then she has to kind of pull herself together and kind of face the fact that her picture perfect life may not happen for her. And this book just seems super interesting and super up my alley, so I'm really excited to read this with my team and hopefully we all love it. Then the next book that I will be reading for Blackathon, but that is also our book club pick for the 20-something book club for February, is Butter Honey Pig Bread. I always have to read it, otherwise I mess it up, by Francesca Equiazzi, and I'm so excited about this book. I've heard raving reviews everywhere and I am just really hoping this will be a 5-star. And all I know is that this book is following 3 Nigerian women, a mother and her 2 twin daughters, I think, and it's basically about their lives, and that's all I want to know, honestly. I kind of want to go into this book not knowing much and just like be surprised, so I'm super excited. I just know that this is about family and yeah, it just sounds amazing, so really excited for this. Also, this basically completes all of the prompts for my team for Blackathon. At least it fits the prompt of a book that is not set in the US, UK, and Canada, because I think it follows 3 Nigerian women in Nigeria, I hope. I think they go to like London in Canada, but I I'm pretty sure that the book starts in Nigeria, so it probably fits that. And also a book with neon on the cover, and I feel like there's some kind of like orange neon thing going on here, so I'm gonna go with this one for that prompt as well. So yeah, really excited. And now the next book that I will be reading for Blackathon, I could have not put this on my TBR because I already basically filled all of the prompts for my team for Blackathon, but I still wanted to include this one because like February is the month of Valentine's Day and romance, so I thought I would read a romance. And so I will also be reading Love is a Revolution by Renee Watson. This could also count as like neon on the cover. This is not like complete neon green, but it's kind of close to it, I guess. But yeah, this is a romance book, and it follows our main character Nala, and she goes to an open mic night, and there she meets a guy named Ty, and they instantly bond. But at the same time, Nala, to kind of impress Ty, she starts telling him a few little white lies. But as their relationship progresses, those white lies start kind of catching up to her, and yeah, it just sounds fun and cute, and I love the cover, and I've kind of heard of mixed things of this book, but I'm hoping that I will like it, hopefully, and this will be the last book that I will read for Blackathon. And now the last book that I will hopefully read in February is actually a Portuguese book, which I'm like proud of myself that I picked this for my TBR because I never pick up the Portuguese books that I have, and it's Flores by Afonso Cruz. First, when we appreciate the beauty of this cover, I just love this cover so much, and I honestly also don't really know what this book talks about. I've only heard that Afonso Cruz writing is kind of like Murakami, and the way he tells stories is kind of like Murakami's writing and storytelling. So I'm excited to read some of his books because of that, because of the comparisons. Honestly, I've tried to figure out what this book talks about by reading the back, but I get nothing. It's just like quotes, and the quotes are beautiful, but I don't know what the story is about. I think it's about a man, and he feels a lot, and he tries to help his neighbor in some way. I don't really know. The back of the book gives away nothing from the story. So yeah, I'm just gonna accept that I will go into this book not knowing what the story is about, but I hope I like it. That's all I'm hoping for. But from the quotes that I read here in the back, I feel like the book is going to be super whimsical and magical, so I am excited to get into it. So these are the 4 physical books that I will be reading in February. I will be reading Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, Butter Your Honey, Pig Bread by Francesca Equiyazi, Love is a Revolution by Renee Watson, and Flores by Afonso Cruz. And I will also be reading Black Girls Must Die Exhausted by Jane Allen, and I'm so excited about this month's TBR and about all of these books. And yeah, let me know down below if you're participating in the Bronte Long or if you're participating in Blackathon. I would love to hear about your reading plans for next month or this month. I don't know when you're watching this. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on my next one. Bye!